Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Shadow. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Mark Barron charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
66.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time throw?
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, Connor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all
I
the
know
good
y'all didn't
coaching
do that, so I
staffs
could beat everybody up.
Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Mine already got lost already.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Take 4, take 4. Double bump.
They start the drive with Connor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now it's Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
They began with Michel on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action. Now Brady. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Connor, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger able to hit his tight end, Grimble. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Goal 50. Alabama.
Throwing again. Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Again, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Interception, baby. All day.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we
An
go.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 down, 3 down.
Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
At the Patriots' 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
I'm coming after you.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford it.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Cameron Hayward. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Roethlisberger keeps it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated.
And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
That 230. Easy.
That's what I do.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now this throw caught left side, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, it's Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space. Not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though.
He's doing Sunday, you couldn't do.
Dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Hey.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy?
Yeah, like the down nigga want a down tournament.
They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
Yeah, like the down. Yeah, like the down nigga. Want it down. Yeah, like the down nigga. Want it down whole tournament.
Back to about the 19-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
How many games you want?
Here's Brady to throw.
That's all I think.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
No, I'm just doing the same thing I did to you. Your ass.
Plays of over 20 yards. Now Brady. And his pass incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And like I tell you.
Brady to throw again. He's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They don't really matter. He ain't want to down tournament yet.
Incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Lucky.
Again, a run with Conner. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Conner. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Wash into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait, that round 80. Round 80.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Slam.
23 lead now.
To throw again. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He was looking for Edelman there. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And that see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will cut this lead down to 25. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. Like 5.
Check 53 is mine.
I'm coming.
Black, what's that?
Roethlisberger going to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. They also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
You got me weak. Good game though.